He was the game changer, revolutionising English football both on and off the field. But today, amid growing fan frustration, the game was finally up for Arsene Wenger.
It does mean we need to be bold in the appointment and get the person we believe is the right person.
Hi guys, welcome to WengerOut FryIn. This is episode 11. Today we're going to look at who finished in 10th place in the Manager League of who should be the Arsenal manager. Now, before we start, transfer news. The biggest stories going over the last few days has been that Mikel Arteta has pretty much taken over at Arsenal. Backroom staff have been fired. Just all the papers are just saying that Mikel Arteta is taking over. However, in the last 24 hours, a new name has come up, Unai Emery. So if you haven't watched it, I believe it was episode 8. Unai Emery finished in 13th place, and he done okay. He got 2 trophies, but his league performance weren't very good. So going on that basis, I'm not sure how I feel about Unai Emery. Obviously, he did win the treble with PSG. However, they didn't win the Champions League. They didn't really perform in that as much as they could have done, despite having the likes of Cavani and Mbappe and Neymar. Obviously, he's got the ability to work with these big names. He done a superb performance when he worked at Seville. He won the Europa League 3 times, so he's got the skills to do that. I'm just not sure how I feel about him. I was hoping that we were going to bring in someone fresh. I wasn't really happy about Arteta. However, I was thinking more of a Vieira or a Tedesco or a Nagelsmann. I thought they were the type of people that we would have looked at. Obviously, this guy's got experience, so let's see how he goes. But that's not important for now. What is important is that we see who finished 10th in the Football Manager experiment of who should be the next Arsenal manager. So let's get tucked in. Let's get to it. So we're in the game, and as you can see, Steve Bould has been announced as Arsenal manager. He's got pretty good stats, to be fair to him, especially in defending, which you'll expect. Very good at working with youngsters. Obviously, he worked with the under-18s for quite a long period, and Arsenal think a lot of him. So even if someone new comes in, I believe he will stay on the staff. So that's Steve Bould. Let's have a look to see how he performed as Arsenal manager. So we'll start off as normal with the transfers. And quite a few transfers have come in. He spent 66 million. Only one player has left. So he recouped 9 million. And that was by selling El Neni to Stoke. So a bit of a bargain there. I remember selling El Neni before. I could at least get 20 million for him. So I don't know why they've let him go for 9. He played okay for Stoke. But he's a pretty good squad player, but obviously let's see who he brought in to replace him. So, Lucas Romero, 9 million. Defensive midfielder, can also play right wing back or right midfield. Obviously he's the one that's come in. He's 24 years old, from Argentina. His stats are not as good as El Neni, so it was a bit of a weird one signing him and getting rid of El Neni when El Neni was clearly the better player. Only made 10 appearances overall, average rating of 6.61, so he didn't do very well. Not a great signing there by Steve Bould. The next one, Bas Dost from Sporting, 19 million spent on him. Obviously, he's got very good finishing. He's good at heading, jumping, off the ball. Typical number 9. Something that Arsenal have probably been looking for a long time, but I don't know if Bas Dost is the guy for Arsenal. But let's see how he done. Overall 18 appearances, scored 5 goals, 2 assists, an average rating of 6.99. So, not the best performance. Obviously at Sporting, 49 goals in 45 games. That's the sort of thing that Bould was probably looking for, but it hasn't stacked up. I don't think Bas Dost is the type of player that plays Arsenal's style. Now, a player that's has been bought in some of the other games as well. 21 million, Hakim Ziyech from Ajax, I believe. Yeah, if memory serves me right, that's correct. Can play in midfield, up front, whatever. He's got pretty good stats, or very good stats. 25 years old, Moroccan. But again, his performances have not been great. Have not been great. 25 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists, and an average rating of 6.69. So this seems to be a common theme for Steve Bould. These players that he's signed have not particularly excelled. However, there's one more. Can he be a better signing? Jesus Corona from Porto. Again, pretty good stats. He's got good dribbling, good technique, good flair, good pace. 25 years old from Mexico. However, his stats, 12 games, 2 goals, 1 assist. He's got good dribbling, 3.49, so he's done well there, but his passing is pretty poor, 64%. And his average rating of 6.74, again, is not the best. So, Steve Bould's signings have not been great. There's some good players there, but they haven't performed. But how about the other players that we originally had? How have they performed for Steve Bould? So let's have a look at that. We'll look at the goals first. So Aubameyang, as usual, 31 goals in 62 appearances. So a lot of games by Aubameyang. 31 goals, good average rating, 7.51, 7 assists. Now, a surprise person behind him is Alex Iwobi. 52 games he's played, he's scored 18 goals and set up 12. 18 goals, that's fantastic for Iwobi. Obviously played on the left wing. And then Mesut Ozil, attacker midfielder, 16 goals, 11 assists for him. Danny Welbeck scored 13. And then you got Mkhitaryan and Lacazette on 10. So, could have been more goals from the other guys there. Lacazette not chipping in as much as he has previously. And, yeah, not as good as it could have been. Let's have a look at assists. Granit Xhaka again up there. He's played 45 games, set up 16 goals. And Mkhitaryan and Iwobi with 12. So Mesut Ozil surprisingly in 4th. So he had a good average rating. He's played well, but it's not as good as he normally is. And then let's have a quick look at the average rating before we skip off to the tactics. So yeah, first place, Aubameyang, 7.51. Obviously his 31 goals helped that. Mesut Ozil, despite his lack of assists, he got more goals than normal and an average rating of 7.23. And joint third place was Iwobi and Koscielny. So the only surprise one up there was Reece Nelson played well, where we got an average rating of 7.08. So let's have a look at the tactics. How did he play? And it's a typical Arsenal formation, 4-2-3-1. Iwobi behind Aubameyang. It looks like Lacazette didn't really play too much. Typical back 5, that's the same. Wilshere and Ramsey in the centre. So, yeah, that's the tactic. Let's go and have a look, and we'll skip over and have a look at the competitions. So, the Community Shield has started, and we've won on penalties after a 2-2 draw. So, goals scored by Iwobi, Ozil, Morata, Pedro. We dominated the game, more possession, more shots. And then obviously it went down to penalties. Iwobi missed Arsenal's one, but Pedro and Azpilicueta, they missed theirs. Arsenal won the Charity Shields. And Steve Bould has his first trophy. And hopefully he can add another one. Let's go to the Carabao Cup. Unfortunately, Bould was denied getting a trophy here. We managed to get to the semi-final. We played Spurs. And in both legs we couldn't win. We lost 1-0 at home. Ho-Ming with the goal, and then we drew 2-2 away. Granit Xhaka, Ziyech with the goals there. And then late, it could have gone. I think it would have gone to extra time. But Fernando Llorente with an 88th minute equaliser to send Spurs into the final. Jack Rolls, interesting there, a player there that. On my Norwich save, he was my director of football tried to sign him for me, but unfortunately I've got too many midfielders and he wouldn't have played, so I cancelled that. But also it looks like he could be a pretty good player. But yeah, that's the Carabao Cup. We beat Fleetwood, Leicester, Middlesbrough. Some good performances there. All those games were away. Unfortunately, we had Spurs in the semi-final and failed to win. And that saw us knocked out. So next trophy we'll have a look at is the FA Cup, and another semi-final appearance. But this time the team we beat in the Community Shield, Chelsea, they beat us 2-1. And we've done well getting to that stage. Despite some lower league teams with Northampton, Bristol City, we faced Tottenham in the 5th round, which we beat 1-0 at Wembley. Despite Granit Xhaka getting sent off, Bas Dost with the goal there, an 81st minute penalty. And then we went to Old Trafford and we beat Man U 2-1. Aubameyang with the goal. Josh Da Silva got the winner. So an interesting one there, but unfortunately against Chelsea, Christensen and Morata cancelled out Lacazette's early goal and they went on to win. To be fair, looking at the stats, they dominated the game. 16 shots to our 10 and 59% possession to 41. So unlucky there. We got to the semi-final. It was a pretty good performance there. And let's now see how we done in Europe. So as you can see here, despite one defeat and one draw, we went on and we've won the Europa Cup, or the Europa League, sorry. We beat Juventus. Just while I'm on this quickly, I just wanted to mention that I've just joined up with a new community. Basically, anyone that's known me, I've always been on all the fad diets. My weight's yo-yoed up and down. I've always managed to lose it, but I've never been able to keep it off. And I've just joined this new league. It's a 6-a-sides football league that's based around helping guys to lose weight, basically. And that community is called Man vs Fat. It's a fantastic idea. I've just joined up. I haven't started my first game yet. The season starts in 2 weeks, so I will update that and let you guys know how I'm getting on. But just so you know how well it's worked, I've joined in the Cambridge League, and they gave us some stats at the meeting yesterday, the greeting meet. And basically, Cambridge is one of the only leagues that everybody that entered into it lost weight in the first season, which is fantastic effort. So well done, boys. And also, as an overall weight loss for the group last season, and I believe the league lasts 14 weeks. Between them, there was 6 teams, so potentially you've got like 60 people there. They lost between them 64 stone, which again is a fantastic achievement. So if you guys are watching, well done, guys. Hopefully we can do more of the same, and I'm hoping that on my weight loss journey with Man vs Fat, I can lose some weight. And yeah, I just wanted to announce that because obviously we've played Juventus in the final of the Europa Cup, and the team that I'm playing for are called Juventubs. So a little quirky name for Juventus. We're a team that play in black, so that's why we've gone with that. I believe they had the name last year as well. So the aim is to win the league. And just so you know how it quickly works, before I carry on with this, obviously the games, you have the normal scores, typical football, 3 points for a win, blah, 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 blah. But if you lose weight, the amount of weight you lose can add goals to your score. So there's an incentive there for you guys as a team to lose more weight, because then you get more goals added to your score. So even if you might not win the game in football terms, you can potentially win the game depending on your weight loss. So it's a fantastic idea. I'm really looking forward to it. But now let's get stuck into the Europa Cup. Let's see how we done here. And obviously in the group stages, we won every single game. Ludicrous, Locomotive and Konyaspor were in our group. We flew through that. We then had Hertha in the first knockout stage. We beat them comfortably. Krasnodar were the team we had next. They're the team that drew against us at the Emirates. Surprising result there. Aubameyang with the goal. Smolov with a goal for them after 1 minute. So it'd be interesting to see how quickly that goal went in. Then we lost to Sporting 2-1 away. Mesut Ozil with a goal there. But we won 2-0 at home. Despite Koscielny getting sent off, they had a player sent off as well. And that helped us go through to the semi-final, where we convincingly beat Villarreal 4-0 in the first leg, 3-1 away. Danny Welbeck, fantastic performance there. Wobie as well. And then we had Juventus. True 3-3. It went to extra time. Let's go into this. Have a look. So yeah, 3-3. Granit Xhaka, Henrik Mkhitaryan and Mesut Ozil with the goals. Higuain and Mandzukic for them. Ended up going to penalties. Douglas Costa missed his. Arsenal scored every single penalty. But if you look at the stats, they were very even. 16 shots to 15. Arsenal had 11 on target. Juventus had 6. And we have 49% possession to Juventus's 51. So a very close game. Good performance by the boys. So yeah, so Steve Bould has done the double. Obviously, we haven't looked at the league yet, so we'll see that. But at least he's won the double, the Europa Cup and the Community Shield. 2 semi-finals in the FA Cup and the the Carabao Cup. So let's go now and have a look at the league. Can he finish it off in style? So some mixed performances here. You got only a couple of defeats, not a lot. A few draws. But if we go through for some of the big games, we drew 2-2 away to Man City. A lot of injuries in that game for us, but Iwobi rescued us there. We beat Spurs 1-0 at home. Kolasinac with a goal there. Drew 1-0 with Chelsea. Drew 3-3 with Liverpool. That looks like a fantastic game. We beat Man U at Old Trafford 2-1. Just like we done in the Cup. Man City, we beat them at home. Hector Bellerin with a goal there. Unfortunately, we lost at Wembley. We lost to Spurs 2-1 there. We lost 1-0 at home to Man United. So the second half of the season looks like it took a bit of a downfall. We then lost 1-0 away to Chelsea. And drew 0-0 with Liverpool. So towards the end of the season, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the last 10 games, we only won 2 games. So potentially, let's have a look to see how close it was in the league. We finished 5th. It was very close between us, Chelsea and Tottenham. Only 2 points separating the teams. But Man U and Man City ran away with it pretty much. 92 points for Man City. They won the league. Man United with 90 points. The only difference is Man City won 1 more and Man U drew 1 more. So unlucky there for Man United. But yeah, we finished outside the top 4. Only by a couple of points, but 21 points off the champions there. Obviously, the end of the season didn't help. But yeah, 5th place is that. Overall, not a bad season by Steve Bould. We'll quickly have a look at the stats. Any Arsenal players in here? So Peter Cech, clean sheets, came 3rd place with 15 clean sheets. And Aubameyang, top goal scorer, but only 18 goals. So not a lot of goals by an individual in this season. Obviously, it looks like it was shared around quite a lot. So yeah, Aubameyang will top the goal scoring charts. Only 18 goals. We finished 5th in the league. We won the Community Shield. We won the Europa Cup. That's Steve Bould's tenure. Done pretty well. Finished in 10th place. Well done, Steve Bould. And yeah, looks like we're going to have to try and get these videos as quick as possible because there should be an announcement soon on Unai Emery. But you never know. There's still time for our number 1 to make Gazidis change his mind and bring in someone else. Because obviously Emery finished in 13th place in this league. Didn't perform as well as Steve Bould or some of the others. So if you want to know who finished in 9th place and eventually who finished in 1st and who could become the Arsenal manager, there's still time. Please stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel. You'll get all the notifications of when my new videos come out. Please like the video if you liked it. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Another thing I wanted to say, I have announced it on Twitter, but I've just got my certificate for 50 subs, my first 50 subs. I just want to thank all you guys for watching the videos, for subscribing to my channel. I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. So yeah, thank you very much. I look forward to making more videos for you guys, and I hope you carry on enjoying it. Thank you very much.